Hello everybody and welcome. This is MFL Total Access. That's Terry Babelis. This is not Terry Babelis. This is Matt Demers, the one, the only. Thank you for joining the show.
Hey, ça me fait plaisir. Merci beaucoup à vous d'avoir accepté que je sois ici aujourd'hui.
So just before you guys get mixed up, I asked Will to always speak English and Matt to mainly speak French, and I'll probably mix in both. That way it'll be more fluent. Also, we got a few comments to try to speak a little slower.
We did.
Because a couple of people do not understand when we speak. I got a funny one from my girlfriend. I send her some funny stuff of me and Will sometimes. And she's actually a speech language pathologist. And she answered, I'm going to come over one day and you're going to invite Will and we're going to have a speech therapy lesson. I didn't understand what he said. Y'all need to speak slower.
But so, you always understand, right?
Coming from a professional,
yeah,
we should try to speak slower.
Fair.
Because a lot of people don't understand us maybe.
And you're lucky she's just a professional speaker for that. Because I will make your therapy for a lot of things.
So for those of you who don't know Matt, longtime player of MFL, from the Louis Cyr days, from the inception?
Non, juste après, quand il y avait pas encore de division.
Okay.
On rentré avec les Trollers. Puis,
he was one of the OG members of the Trollers. It's good to talk about that.
De quoi?
You were one of the members of the Trollers, long-time member of the Troller.
Ouais.
You didn't know that, Will?
I did not know that.
You're probably not born yet.
That's true.
Probablement, mais
c'est,
ça fait très longtemps. Puis dans le fond, l'année que j'ai créé Old School, c'est le... Tout de suite après cette saison-là, c'est devenu 2 divisions.
OK.
Fait que, ouais, puis on avait perdu en demi-finale Old School, puis sinon on s'en allait contre les Trollers en finale.
Ah, wow.
Puis une autre affaire que vous savez peut-être pas, in Kevin's articles, those funny memes/pictures, it's Matt.
Oui, c'est moi ça.
I don't think John ever mentioned it or gave the credit to Matt. Maybe he was hoping people think it's him, because obviously they're not going to think it's Kevin that could do that. But Matt's the one that comes up with those funny memes and sends them over to John, and John posts them before Kevin's articles.
Oui, écoutez, j'ai tellement de nuits d'insomnie, c'est le fun d'avoir un bébé. Donc, j'ai le temps de faire ça et ça me fait plaisir de le donner à la ligue parce que ça rend les choses plus le fun que tout le temps 3 fois la face de Kevin sur des angles différentes. C'est lourd. Ça donne pas envie de lire.
And another fun fact about Matt, I think he's the...
Well,
we gotta introduce you to our audience.
C'est...
It's gonna be a 3-hour show.
The show's gonna be all about you. Before coming on the show, he's like, how long could the show be? I'm like, well, generally we aim for an hour, but there's no real maximum. It's just a minimum of an hour, right? What was I gonna say? You know the award for the nicest person in the league?
Yeah.
I think he's won it the most times.
Yes, il manque 2 fois.
The Sportsmanlike Award.
Sportsmanship Award, il manque 2 fois. Là, c'est rendu l'équipe. Avant, c'était le joueur.
Mm-hmm.
Donc, si 2 fois une de mes équipes gagne, ça porte mon nom. C'est le deal avec John.
OK.
Ouais.
Ça, c'est excellent.
Did you understand what he said?
Yep.
Okay. Let me know. I'll translate it in the meantime.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Tu veux, je peux parler plus lentement.
Non,
on disait au début, ça dérange pas.
Another thing I wanted to say before we started the show. Remember when you were so surprised that was a Friday the 13th last Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always at least 1 per year, and sometimes even 3 in the same year.
That makes sense. I'm surprised there wasn't a movie of Friday the 13th this year. I think every Friday the 13th there should be a scary movie that comes out.
Movie, every single time.
Yeah.
So sometimes I have 3 movies coming out in that year.
That's correct.
Comments?
Ben, quand j'ai entendu ça la première fois, je me suis dit, ouais.
Like everyone loves going to the movies.
Okay.
Ben, c'est vrai, il y en a pour la Saint-Valentin, il y en a pour Noël, mais je pense qu'ils se regroupent plus autour de l'Halloween pour les films d'horreur. Puis avant que l'Halloween tombe un vendredi 13, ça va prendre un temps.
Yeah.
Very true.
Very true. So if you guys didn't know us, we're wearing NFL jerseys because Will likes to be in elementary school and have that special day where you get to wear NFL jerseys. So to not be the outsider, I follow the pack. Another thing, we still have our contest of the comments. But given that in week 2, episode 2, we posted a video and there was an error, it didn't go on your news feeds and all that, we won't count those comments. I think only Matt commented on that post, maybe.
Yeah, it didn't go in the news feed, eh?
No, but I made another post that it was, but and we shared the links on the article and everything.
Yeah.
Some people still commented, but I don't know if week 1 a lot of people commented because it was week 1.
Yeah.
But we got no comments almost in week 2 and barely any likes. So I'm just assuming no one saw that video.
That's what it is.
We'll exclude it from the contest. So if you didn't vote or comment in week 2, you could still continue and you'll still be eligible if you commented on every single video from 1 to 6, excluding 2. You'll still be eligible for that draw.
We're all about giving second chances
Ça, c'était
here.
rapide.
Yeah.
Ça, c'était rapide.
T'as-tu compris?
Moi, j'ai compris.
Tu veux-tu le traduire en français?
Dans le fond, La semaine 2, les votes n'ont pas compté parce qu'il y a eu un bug au niveau informatique, ça n'a pas apparu. Vous pouvez pas aller, tout le monde ne pouvait pas aller cliquer et écrire, blablabla. Mais ils vont continuer de 3 à 6 pour prendre ces votes-là. Donc,
Exactement.
Ça va bien aller, on respire.
So we're ready to begin the show? Anything else you guys want to say before we start with the
Oui,
one?
je voudrais vous remercier de m'accueillir aujourd'hui. Puis pour ça, je vous ai amené, dans le fond, tu m'as dit que tu aimais la Corona puis la...
J'aime toutes les bières.
Toutes les bières, mais là, c'est les 4 surfers de l'Apocalypse.
Oh, nice.
C'est une blanche, elle a 6,5% d'alcool.
Merci,
Ça fait plaisir.
Thanks.
Et,
La canette est belle en plus.
Oui, hein?
Très belle.
Et Will, pour m'avoir dit que j'allais avoir 61 ans, mon petit jeune, je t'ai amené du Lactantia, 3%. J'ai emprunté un biberon à mon fils, fait que...
Est-ce que c'est chaud?
Don't drink it all in one serving.
On peut le faire.
D'accord,
Chaud, on
merci.
peut le faire froid. Ça fait plaisir, mon
Merci.
grand.
Thanks, man.
Avant que je vais dodo.
Ça étant réglé. 37.
Oh no, wait, before we start, you had a couple referee questions you wanted to ask.
Oui! Parce que moi, je trouve ça important que les nouveaux et que des fois les anciens s'en rappellent. Fait qu'on va faire ça comme un quiz. Je vais poser la question. Will va essayer de répondre parce que Will, des fois, il est ref. Puis des fois, il est pas là. Mais puis Terry, arbitre en chef de la ligue, va être capable de dire si Will a pas raison ou s'il a tort.
I'd like to have a little referee segment every episode, but we don't get any questions from anyone, so like,
Yeah, that's tough. I don't think people really like referees all that much.
I mean, this
Ça dépend lesquels. là.
yeah, and this is like a good time to get to know more about the referees and how they think, to maybe like them even more.
Mais on va s'entendre tout de suite, là, sans que ce soit une question. Être ref, là, c'est pas plaisant. À la base, je sais pas comment les gens font, je l'ai déjà été, je n'ai pas aimé ça. Il y a personne de parfait, c'est sûr qu'il y a tout le temps une des deux équipes qui va te chialer dessus. Puis l'erreur est humaine, ça se peut que lui aussi en fasse. Bon, mais il essaie d'être objectif, lui. OK? Donc, en général, on devrait être gentil avec les refs. En particulier, comme Will, ouf. Donc, c'est du flag football. Je vais commencer avec une question facile. Qui peut parler à un arbitre?
Le capitaine?
En autant que c'est gentil et respectueux, moi, personnellement, ça me dérange pas que n'importe qui vienne poser une question. Mais oui, quand ça devient plus heated or like sometimes there's more debate and all this and like the refs say like, everyone shut up, go to your huddles. Like then only like the captain would come. Like, and when there's like penalties and stuff to discuss, like we always ask for the offensive captain or the defensive captain. But like given that MFL is such a fun league, if ever someone has a question here or there, like whatever, like you don't have to be shy to ask the ref as long as it's always polite and you do it in an approachable manner.
Fair.
But yes, like the
Nice.
real answer.
Good! Ça, c'était la facile.
OK.
OK. Là c'est une plus... c'est du flag football. Donc, à quel moment un contact entre deux joueurs est permis? J'exclus le corps arrière. On touche jamais au corps arrière.
Yeah, we never contact the passer.
Okay.
So the question was, when can like it's flag football?
Yep.
It's still a physical force at some point. When is contact permitted?
And if it is, how you handle that? Et si ce l'est, comment est-ce que vous gérez ça?
Is there a multiple choice?
No, you can't guess.
No.
Okay. I'm not even good at multiple choice. So I would say a jump ball. Two guys are fighting. Yeah, like say two guys are fighting for the ball in the air.
Okay.
Like one guy goes for it, the other guy kind of like tries to body in for the ball, and then one guy comes down with it. So like you're not like allowed to push off, but you're allowed to like bump each other in the air, as long as it's somewhat.
Okay, like the real answer is that flag football is a non-contact sport. So like contact is like never allowed. So like oftentimes I hear someone say, "I played the ball." Like I smacked the guy in the face, but I played the ball. The guy had position. If like a guy's in front of you and you're behind him, and the ball's coming towards him, there's no chance you can go through him without touching, hitting, making contact to him. So playing the ball is not an excuse for making contact.
Fair.
You said something about bodying someone. Like I wouldn't consider that making contact in the sense where like if someone is a bigger person, they could use their body to put themselves in between the defender and the ball. That's obviously permitted.
That's not contact.
And you also had a jump ball. In terms of a jump ball, like if the ball's in the air, both players are allowed to make a play in the ball on the ball, right? Like so, if their bodies touch as they're both jumping in the air, they're not trying to interfere with the other one making the catch.
Right.
Yes, there won't be any contact called on that play. So.
Donc, si par exemple, le ballon s'en va l'autre côté de Will, que moi, je suis le défendeur et que je fais ça comme ça.
Yeah.
Mais là, je le touche. Ce qui est rare qu'il arrive que quelqu'un le touche, mais...
That would clearly be contact because you're kind of playing through Will.
OK.
Si Will est en toi puis le ballon, puis il faut que tu touches Will pour toucher le ballon, ça veut dire que t'as interféré avec Will. Fait que ça serait du contact.
OK, cool.
Excellent.
Are y'all read?
That was a good one. You made me laugh.
It's just the beginning.
Oh boy.
Quand t'as 61 ans, t'as de l'énergie. Troisième question. Si on voit en tant que joueur qu'il dit à son capitaine ou en tant que capitaine que le match commence à être plus intense, it's more heat.
Okay, more heated. Yeah.
More intense, more heated.
Bref, que ça dégénère. Comment amener ça poliment à l'arbitre afin que le match continue sans dégâts? On s'entend que ça veut dire que l'arbitre a un peu did a sloppy job to if it escalate at that point
Like
before.
usually Kevin, for example.
I will say no name.
Okay.
I say a name. I say I will.
There you go.
Damn. No name.
Tier, can you translate?
Yeah, so basically if the game's getting heated and very intense,
Yeah.
how do you politely bring it up to the referee's attention? Assuming that in this case, if the game's getting sloppy and all that, because getting intense is because the game is a little sloppy and the refs maybe not aware of it or something like that. How do you like let him know?
As a player.
Yeah, as a player.
As a captain.
Or like how do you tell your captain to bring it up?
Towards a ref.
Like you see that the ref's losing maybe control of the game. Is that what you meant? Yeah.
Yeah. Like you clearly see that it's become more violent. And speaking, it's less polite, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
How do you go to see the ref and say, "Hey, buddy, want you to do your job for once?" Or
Yeah. As a player, I would go directly to John and have him fired on the spot.
That is not the right answer.
because it's Terry who take care of the ref now.
That's true too.
Yeah, I still think John's the one that would fire them. So first of all, I want to say that in general, the MFL refs do a very good job for things to not get escalated or like so intense and heated when they're not aware of it. It does happen where we have games like that with particular teams, and it's more often than not handled in a good manner, I find.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think we've ever seen like a full out brawl or like punches thrown or stuff like that in the MFL. So that's great, and referees have been doing a good job.
Let's keep it that way.
Yes.
And when games do get intense and heated, I tend to believe that the referees are the first ones that are already aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
And we have like instructions to what to do in that case to try to calm people down, give a warning, stop the game. Next one's going to be an ejection. Generally, when you give an like conduct penalty to one player, everyone tends to shut up after, right? Like they take you more seriously. But in a case where maybe you're dealing with a more inexperienced referee, or it just so happens that that particular day you have a case where the referee maybe did lose control of the game, and you're a more veteran player and you're trying to be polite and you feel it's against you, well, you can always call, ask the referee to call a technical timeout and talk to him and be very polite. Make sure you're alone, one-on-one. You're not a group of people. Mm-hmm. You're not attacking him.
No.
You're not telling him that he's horrible or insulting him in any way. And just letting him know, hey, I think the game is losing control. I feel some of my players are in danger on some calls that are being missed. Can you just try to watch out for it?
And would you have to be the captain to do that or not necessarily?
In this case, I would suggest it.
Yeah, fair.
And yeah.
So that was my 3 questions of the day.
I like that. Good stuff. I learned a few things.
Yeah.
That's good because you're a ref. So
I think you probably should already
Terry would
have
say
known.
a ref.
Alright, so do we start now? Anything else?
non, moi c'est très bon. Merci beaucoup.
Let's get it, boys. Good stuff.
Je savais la majorité des réponses. Je suis fier de moi.
So we only had one game in Division 1.
Ouais.
We'll start and end with that one.
Fair.
Les Centurions against Bitter Boys. 32-27 for Centurions. I think this game was closer than most of us had anticipated being.
Mm-hmm.
Centurions had an 18-7 lead at halftime. And Bitter Boys won the second half, tried to claw back, made it interesting. So I don't know if you guys got any glimpses of that game.
Non, j'étais arrivé comme à la fin, mais j'étais pas vraiment... Tout le monde me souhaitait bonne fête, fait que j'étais pas vraiment focus. Mais de ce que j'ai vu, je pense que ce qui a coûté cher, c'est sur le premier jeu, je pense, un pick six.
That, I think, could have been like the turning point of the game. 5-point game, first play of the game. Pick six by Yvan Desjardins. Welcome to the
henchman buddy.
The new team.
Yeah.
Henchman doesn't even exist anymore. He left the team. You have to mention it.
He was a henchman before he was a Centurion.
Okay, and he chose to leave Henchman before Henchman even stopped existing.
Well, henchman doesn't exist anymore because like guys go here, guys go there, stuff happens. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know that old school is there since 10 years now. I feel you.
So did you see anything of the game?
I didn't. Good one. I didn't, but I was reffing. You were supervising me ref the game in front of that one, but the energy was great in that game. We heard them yelling a lot, mostly Bitter Boys. Gotta love like their intensity. A lot of sacks in that game. Every time I turned around, it seemed like there was Bitter Boys were getting
shout out Philippe. Bitter Boys were getting sacked?
No, we're getting a sack.
Oh yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Felix Bergeron, I shot him out the week before, and I said we need to put pressure. He's a big player. He could put those hands up, and he ended up with 3 sacks. I think I saw one of them. And like you said, when there's a sack on that team, you know you're gonna turn around because you're gonna hear the Bitter Boys crowd going crazy. Guillaume Robert made his presence known. 8 catches, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns.
That's good.
Oh, that's a walk in the park for him.
But I really
walk.
think JS's 3 interceptions is what made the difference in this game. Gabriel Archambault throwing none. Yeah.
I'd say surprising that like it was a 1 possession game and there was 3 picks to none. Where like usually if one guy throws 3 more picks, it'd be like a blowout.
Yeah. Well, I think that just goes to show that like Bitter Boys are maybe closer to the pack than we think, and like they don't need to completely drastically change something. Like just a little bit of cleanup in this game.
Mais c'était leur premier match de la saison.
Yes, on top, and Centurions were coming in like having won a game the week before, right? So,
non, je pense qu'ils vont fighter pas mal plus que on pensait en début de saison.
Yeah.
Ouais, mon feeling, là, ils vont probablement se. On va prendre un guess. D'après moi, ils vont faire les playoffs.
Bitter Boys?
Prends un guess.
So who's not making it? C'est qui fait pas les playoffs selon toi? Il y a 2 teams qui les font pas.
Will, you play with who?
8 teams. So
Outlaws.
So bye. And wow, that's a tough one.
It is tough.
8 teams, the easy team out here, I think.
I'm just gonna stick with they're gonna make the playoffs.
Very political answer.
Yep.
So we're gonna keep this. I feel we're covering Brossard. This segment for D1 is so short.
Yeah, seriously. No, we don't talk about Brossard.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do today.
Yeah.
For once, it's gonna be more than 1 minute, my friend. I'm here.
So let's go to Division 2 now. We had 2 games in Division 2.
Yes. 1 in Division 1, 2 in Division 2. Was there 3 in Division 3?
I don't know.
No, there wasn't.
No, there was like 15.
Yeah.
Let's start with Outlaws and Nice TDs. Chris Hope subbing for Nice TDs, his old team. He took the dust off the jersey and put it back on.
C'est pas une trop grosse surprise, là. J'espère que personne est tombé en bas de sa chaise. D'après moi, par la semaine 6, Andrew va arriver aussi.
That's a good call. I'd say the fact Andrew wouldn't be coming is a bold prediction at this point, right? Like,
Yeah. Fair.
So Outlaws got a 22-6 lead at half. I didn't really see much of this game. I saw that Dave and Jav both got some reps in. I saw François Rochette pick 6 that like he took to the house with those wheels. Looking at the score, I'm not that surprised. Yeah.
Il y a eu un call qui était mitigé.
Oh yeah, I didn't see a lot, but I heard a lot of complaining from this game. Oh my god, did I hear complaining?
Ouais.
From who?
I don't know. I'll let you guys guess.
Bref.
Did you see that call?
Yeah.
You want to explain it?
C'était un catch proche de la ligne et il a attrapé et le ref a vu la ligne bouger.
Ok.
J'étais pratiquement dans le même angle que le ref, mais again, refs are not perfect. Selon moi, il a touché les 2 pieds avant de toucher à la ligne et c'était legit comme.
Ok, fait que les 2 pieds étaient tapped in and then he dragged on the line and the line moved. Okay. To our referee's defense, you got to make sure that the ball is secured and he has possession, right? So, like, I mean, when it's bang bang, like you could miss some of those quick plays, right?
That's why I'm not a ref.
But also, if you're looking just at the feet, you maybe assume he has possession, but maybe he did not have possession at the time. Maybe his feet touched the line and then he gained possession.
So what was the call? Like it was a catch or no catch?
He called no catch based on what he said.
Oh, he called no catch. Okay.
But Matthieu's saying that he saw the feet in.
Okay.
But I'm saying that like we're not sure. Maybe he didn't have possession at that time when the feet were in.
Encore là, je suis pas ref, je suis pas arbitre. Et avec le pointage qu'il y avait, je m'aurais pas astiné tant que ça. La game était clairement du bord de hockey. Que tu fasses.
Maybe if he was in, they would have started that comeback. Who knows?
Non, il a fait le pick un jeu après.
Okay.
1 ou 2 jeux après.
Yeah, but maybe because il était comme désespéré.
Il était fru, fait qu'il a fait.
Les émotions got the better of him.
Yep. Mais c'était comme pas nécessaire de dire que c'était pas un bon catch. Mais encore là, je suis pas un arbitre. Écoute, c'est même pas moi qui fais les règles chez nous. Fait que c'est pas...
Moi non plus.
Pas encore.
Finish your bit.
Impressive win by Outlaws, though.
Huh?
Impressive win by the Outlaws. I think we didn't think it would be close.
So why is it impressive then? They did give up 18 points against the team. Well, I mean 12 because one of them was a pick six.
Ouais, mais à un moment donné, quand Steven a juste fait « Oh, moi, je vais aller sur les lignes de côté. » Puis Jafar est embarqué. J'ai déjà vu des gens lancer des interceptions, mais des gens lancer des interceptions avec une manière aussi sexy de le faire, jamais. C'était impressionnant.
Jack did his famous Duck Dynasty.
Yep.
Quack, 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 quack.
Non, c'était quand même c'était pas si pire.
Yeah?
Oui.
Just to the wrong team.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as it looks pretty.
C'est, à sa défense, peut-être que si l'autre équipe avait pas bougé, ça aurait pris le bon joueur.
Yeah.
Oui.
So if we go to the other game, Red Zone les Nantes. I think we all picked Red Zone to win this one.
I was close to picking Tenant,
Yeah, okay.
but I didn't.
Does it mean anything right now?
Unfortunately, no. Phil let me hear about it too.
So Vincent Dion played really well in this game. 23 for 33, 193 yards, 5 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really take my advice of distributing the ball more because out of those 23 completions, Phil had 11. Out of those 193 yards, Phil had 192.
What?
So it still was the Phil Fallon show. Simon got a couple more receptions. Not for many more yards, though. He did get 2 touchdowns. On the red zone side, Mike distributed the ball a little better. Fred was clearly his main target. Also only throwing 1 interception.
Mais ça, selon vous, là, c'est-tu un... Parce qu'on s'entend, là, il a juste continué de viser Phil Farran.
Ouais.
Fait que c'est un problème de la défensive de Red Zone de pas s'ajuster. Mais je le sais que
C'est un
Farran
problème
est un
de la défensive de pas s'ajuster ou un problème de personnel où t'as pas quelqu'un que tu peux mettre sur Phil pour
peut-être
le shutdown.
Si c'est ça, ça veut dire que ça va être une longue saison pour tous ceux qui vont affronter les Tannantes.
Ouais, mais je peux dire qu'en la semaine précédente, quand ils ont affronté Iron Wolves, avec Will P. James en défense, Phil n'a pas eu la game qu'il y a eu contre Red Zone et les Tannantes n'ont pas eu l'offensive qu'ils ont eu.
Mais quand même, Red Zone, c'est des bons joueurs.
Ah non, je suis pas en train de parler de n'importe qui de Red Zone, je suis en train de dire que comme Iron Wolves ont fait une job pour contenir Phil dans ce game-là. Puis aussi, ses mains n'étaient pas aussi hot qu'ils sont d'habitude, selon ce que Will m'a dit.
Vrai.
OK.
I wouldn't be too worried about for Red Zone in this loss. I just think it's one of those games where Tannantes have often been good or amazing in their games, right? Like, sometimes they're red hot and they score on every possession like they did in their playoffs and towards the end of the season. Mm-hmm. Or other times they've been mediocre, right? Mm-hmm. And I think this is one of their games where they were just really, really hot. And maybe Red Zone didn't have the best of their games. Like, I'm looking at the stats and I think Mike, from what I've seen statistically, still fairly played well. Mm-hmm. The team had good stats, but like it's hard to win a game when the other team puts up 39 points, right?
Would you say so you would say this is more...
Phil Fallon was having a pick 6 in that game.
Yeah, exactly. So he reached the end zone quite a few times. So it's more an impressive win by Tannantes and rather less than a head scratcher for Red Zone.
That's what I would say as of now.
I'd agree with that.
Oh oui, pour vrai.
You don't have to always agree with us.
But you'd be good to agree with me.
Ben,
if you want to be wrong.
mais c'était correct, là. Je vais le dire. Si c'est pas correct, si je suis pas d'accord.
Alright, so is that it for Division 2?
Really?
Ouais, deux games. Ouais.
At least Division 3 we said had 21 games or 22 games?
We had a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
We could start off with the Jackrabbits old school game, which Matthieu was a part of, the birthday bash game.
Part of, j'ai fait, je pense, 3 drives à l'offensive, puis à la défensive, j'ai été rusher contre Daik. Donc
3 drives de plus que Will fait avec A-Team.
3 quoi?
Drives de plus que Will fait avec A-Team.
He's a hater, Dave. He's a hater.
C'était... pour ma part, moi, j'ai eu du fun à courir après Daik pour rien. Et Daik, je sais pas si c'était mon cadeau de fête ou si c'était juste Fondation Make-A-Wish, mais t'étais proche, lâche pas! Beau rush! Puis j'étais comme, merci, en crachant du goudron, c'était... Ouais, c'est ça, c'était le fun. C'est bien plaisant. Mais sinon, pas une super bonne première demi pour Jack Rabbit. Des erreurs de base, juste... Je pense la chimie qui se crée je sais pas comment dire ça, mais juste des trucs comme pas attraper le flag, mais toucher le flag.
Mm-hmm.
c'est ça qui est arrivé sur un jeu, puis ça a donné un touchdown à cause de ça. Bon, des choses comme ça. Jay White, c'était sa première game avec nous autres. Fait que le temps de s'habituer. Gonner acquis, la force, tout ça. Mais en général, tout le monde, après ça, en deuxième demi, tout le monde a très bien joué. Ça s'est terminé sur le dernier jeu. Il y a eu un drop, mais on peut clairement pas dire que c'est à cause de ce drop-là qu'on a perdu le match. Là. Fait qu'il y a eu un drop pour le converti de 2 points qui a ramené ça à égal. C'est la vie. Raph, faut pas t'en faire. C'est pas grave.
Pour une équipe qui perdait par 14 points à mi-temps, c'est quand même intéressant que vous avez rendu ça une game
Oui.
en deuxième mi-temps.
Mais je pense que c'est là que j'ai arrêté de jouer à l'offensive aussi. C'est pas vrai.
C'était qui scorekeeper dans cette game-là?
Le fils à Kev.
Nick, parce que
Nick, ouais.
Fait que je pose la question parce que Jay était remplaçant dans cette game-là, Jeremy White, comme QB, puis son nom c'est Jay.
Ouais.
Son nom dans le play-by-play, c'est Jay. Comme la lettre.
Genre Men in Black, là.
Non, la lettre G.
Okay.
Like, you look at the play-by-play, he said his name is Jay, so you literally just put the letter J.
Can never accuse Nick Husey of going the extra mile.
Can't really blame him when his father's Kevin either, right? Like,
Touche.
a little limited in that sense.
Mais Dake a une game défensive incroyable. Là.
Game défensive, je regarde ses stats comme quarterback, 21 pour 37, 178 verges, 5 touchés, 0 interception, 3 one-point convert. Il y a une très bonne game comme QB aussi.
Oui.
Défensivement, 2 picks.
Ben, je tiens à rappeler qu'il y avait une bonne game comme QB parce que c'est moi qui le rushais. Là.
Ben,
on peut s'entendre.
2 courses pour 5 verges. Je pense que tu l'as bien contain.
Oui, mais il aime pas ça courir. Ouch.
Du côté des Jackrabbits, c'était le JC Ferland show. 11 catches, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Bananas. They have good chemistry, right? Jay and JC.
Yeah.
Friends outside of flag football, and like that helps. You talked about like the fact that they started off a little bit slow, Jackrabbits, because Jeremy White's a great quarterback, but if you don't know your receivers, it's always difficult to kind of like I guess put up points right away. So we just realized like how important chemistry is in flag, and unfortunately for you guys, it was a little bit too little, too late.
On va se reprendre dans 2 semaines.
Yeah.
Ouais. Je suis même pas inquiet.
Alright.
Par contre, je voulais juste dire un joueur qui m'impressionne parce qu'il jouait à Brossard. Puis que je l'ai ramené dans l'équipe des Jackrabbits, il vient de 28-3, Nicolas, est assez incroyable là, pour l'instant, la statistique et Esprit,
je pense que c'est le deuxième meilleur receveur de l'équipe en termes de stats.
Si je me rappelle bien, oui.
12 catchs en 2 games pour 120 verges, puis un touché, un point, c'est 6 catchs, 60 verges. He's on pace for a very good season.
Oui, puis Florence est encore sous-utilisé, là, mais rarement j'ai vu quelqu'un avoir des aussi bonnes mains que Florence.
Tu sais quelqu'un d'autre que tu veux shout-out des 2 équipes ou d'autres choses avant qu'on passe au prochain match?
Bravo les gars, vous avez gagné.
Let's talk about Thunder Buddies Chiefs since we saw the game.
Yeah, we saw play.
Well, like we said after week 1, Chiefs are a really good team. They have athletes across the board. They were missing their starting quarterback. McSweeney's...
ouais.
Ouais, c'est Avery, leur QB.
OK.
Mais by looking at the game, you'd think McSweeney could play quarterback for that team. We started off, with back-to-back picks on our first 2 drives.
Yep. You were not looking the sharpest early on, but you woke up later on in the game, which is good.
I don't think I was actually mentally awake. I don't think I got up at all that day. They just... even their backup quarterback who started the game because McSweeney came late, James.
Yeah.
Started off fairly well.
He did. They scored their first possession, right? And got the extra point.
Yeah. Jeremy Rooney, François Rochette, Victor Coro, ballers. Benjamin Denis, also a very good player on that team. I had trouble going through my reads, but it was also maybe because of Victor's rush.
Yeah.
Having 4 sacks, 5 total sacks on me in that game.
Wow.
My team was there to bail me out on defense. You guys played really, really well on defense, holding them to 19 points. We know how explosive this offense can be.
C'est une grosse upgrade des Chiefs de la saison passée à cette saison-ci.
Ouais. And
it's night and day.
You can't talk about this game without talking about Simon Valiket's 2 picks on defense.
Yeah.
I think he played literally 2 plays and he got 2 picks.
It was pretty bananas. He undercut the route, he read the play and just jumped the route.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
That's all I gotta say.
I think one thing I say quickly is talk about Avery being the starting quarterback.
Take your time.
Avery being the starting quarterback on this team. we know Avery's a good receiver, right? Like we've seen him play receiver. I'd suggest maybe like keeping Sweeney at quarterback. I think he's doing a good job. They are 1-1, not 2-0, but like he seems to have good rhythm with his receivers right now. He's a good runner. I can see like Avery coming in as a receiver, balling out there, and maybe them just keeping Sweeney at quarterback.
Yeah, for them to decide.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna tell them what to do.
No, they probably wouldn't listen either.
Another game that both of us saw, Bin Arnolds.
Mm-hmm.
Back and forth game. Did you get any of this game, Matthieu?
No, I was probably drunk at the time.
So both quarterbacks going for 4 touchdowns over 200 yards. Oh, before I forget, Iggy made a gorgeous sideline catch in this game. Oh my god. Like feet in, catch in over the, like, I don't even know how to describe it. You want to describe it?
It was sick. Like sick. The ball kind of
He's
stuck to
clearly
his hands.
the guy on that team, right?
Yeah.
Like, John does a fairly good job distributing the ball in general,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel with this D3 team, maybe a couple of new players.
Ok, il donne jamais un chemin à un aveugle. Peux-tu le décrire? Ah ouais, c'était toi sick. sick.
It was like sick though.
Ah, ok, cool.
I'm not surprised anymore. Like, I don't know. I still have faith, but I don't have like my expectations aren't like high. I still give him the chance, you know. Like,
Yeah, ben,
The only way you could describe it is as sick.
yeah. But I was saying, Iggy clearly putting the team on his back in this
Yes.
game, and this Arnold's D3 team.
He just like loves flag football and he just understands the game.
Yeah.
Like, not only is he a baller, but he has a very high
And
football IQ.
I think half of his catches, he was like wide open when he made the catch.
Yeah.
And that's good play design by John, and
Yeah.
good route running by Iggy.
oh,
John Lavoie continues to ball out on a non-Thunder Buddies jersey, getting 3 sacks in this game.
Yeah.
But I believe, Arnolds were up 24-19 after a pick 6 by Iggy. And then 2 straight scores by Bin, and they kind of put the game away, I think.
So the Iron Wolf blow a score? Blow a lead?
Yes,
sorry?
they blew a lead.
They were up 18-7 at one point.
Ah, là, j'y
Were the
reconnais.
Wolves.
Là, j'y reconnais.
And you would think John has good game time management, right? So, like,
Normalement, mais...
Arnold's up 2 scores. You kind of put that one to rest, eh?
It was the deep ball for they like
Specifically, Jerome, 4 catches for 104 yards and 1 touchdown. Or maybe Jérôme.
I'm no mathematician, but I think that's a lot of yards per catch.
Yeah.
Hey, oui. C'est... écoute, je vais même pas regarder, là.
Well,
Au
like-
moins 24.
Let's see, it was 4 catches for 100 yards, has to be at least 25, so I'd say 25.8.
It was 26.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Ah!
Quick maths.
Impress me, kid.
Anything else you saw about this game?
Like you said, back and forth. Are we worried about the Iron Wolves yet?
Parce que là, ils sont 0-2. c'est
Yeah.
ça? Non.
Me neither. But I think it's a question that needs to be asked considering, like D2, there's 6 teams, right? 4 make the playoffs. It's not many. You don't want to follow 0-3.
What did you
Ouais,
say?
mais ça, c'est la D3.
First of all, we're in D3.
D3, yeah,
Tu
sorry.
viens de
D3.
réussir une belle équation mathématique, puis là, tu te trompes entre D2 et D3.
That's what happens. It's got to balance out. But D3, there's a lot of teams that don't make it.
We're 12 teams, 8 make it.
So 4 don't make it. I'm saying falling to 0-3 could be a little bit difficult.
Well, considering they have 29 points, they're averaging 29 points in their 2 first games. That's enough points to win a game in D3.
To win most games.
Like, when you have 58 points in 2 games, you should be at least 1-1, right?
Yeah.
And also considering a lot of new players and moving pieces on this team, I think the slow start could have been anticipated. In that case, they faced Bin and the Chiefs, who are like 2 teams who have like been more solid and around like in past seasons. I think this Arnold team's changed quite a bit, and not having Marvin compared to like last fall season also maybe hurt them, and that's why we're seeing higher points against for them. I am not worried at this point. Even if they go 0-3, like I think this Division 3 is so balanced across the board that like most of the games are going to be 1 possession games. Like they lost both their games by a total of 10 points. So there's nothing to be worried about right now. I think they just got to clutch up at the end, and it's like 1 play here and there that could have been made, right? That would have made the difference in this game. So nothing to be worried about right now.
Non.
Not just yet. I think at 0-3 I'd be worried.
Okay, we'll talk about that next week if they lose.
Moi, je te le garantis, j'étais à 0-2
Also, I
aussi, puis je
picked
suis
them
pas
to win
stressé.
both their games, and they lost both
Yeah.
the games, so it's maybe that. I'll pick them to lose this upcoming week, and they'll probably win.
Yeah, it's probably all on your shoulder.
So I don't know if you guys saw any of the other Division 3 games. There was Jagerbomb Manitoba Boys.
Non, mais vu que moi, j'avais joué contre Jagerbomb semaine 1 puis Old School Manitoba Boys semaine 1, je m'attendais que Jagerbomb batte Manitoba Boys. C'est juste équation mathématique, là, mais je m'attendais à ça. Jagerbomb sont...
Les Panache Average Joes.
Pas vu non plus. Average Joe, je les ai vus jouer la semaine d'avant. C'est-tu juste moi ou la majorité de la Division 3 comparée au printemps passé a comme step up, surtout au niveau de l'intensité?
C'est pas juste toi.
Non, ok, merci. Merci.
Vraiment
Yeah,
pas.
Division 2 got a lot better, a lot more competitive, and I think given the number of teams in Division 2 and Division 3 now, we should see the top teams move to Division 2 at the end of this season.
Ouais.
So Division 3 could be at the same level it was, and yeah.
Parce que c'est vraiment... Je peux se promener en vacances puis donner 4-5 jeux de
Non.
fun.
Mais on a aussi 5 divisions maintenant. À l'automne passé, on en avait 4. Fait que, il y a plus, disons, en bas de la Division 3. Fait que, par défaut, Division 3 va être un peu plus talentueuse.
Ouais, je parlais pas de talent, je parlais vraiment du niveau de... Je sais pas comment le dire, là.
A competitiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ouais.
Quand tu sais pas comment le dire en français, dis-le en anglais.
Oui.
J'ai pas vu cette game-là, mais une game qui that caught my attention. Idaho Ute Pimps against Rossas, 58-8. I think it's fair to say in this game, this was a bad loss by Rossas and an impressive win by Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
But Idaho, the week before, they put up a ton of points too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you're not mistaken. Yeah. And Rossas didn't have their quarterback, Ludovic, who I am very disappointed, by the way, that did not let me know he would not be there. He writes to me from time to time, and he asked me for like some insight on some teams. I help him out. I hope he'd help me out for my pick, so I remember that one.
Peux-tu me parler de ce team-là? Ouais, c'est tous des humains.
That's if you ask Will. So
they're sick.
They catch the ball.
In past seasons, Ludovic has missed games, and Rossas have still, I think, won without him, or at least have been very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this Idaho Ute Pimps team is like really for real. Like, I saw Kevin mention in his article that they had some more full-time players come in. Like in the winter, they had like more some of their regulars missing, and now they got a lot of players back in. But like Brady to go for over 200 yards and 8 touchdowns, 1 interception. Like if you throw 8 touchdowns in a game, like I don't care who you're playing against, it's impressive.
Oui. Est-ce qu'il devrait monter en Division 2?
Mais cette équipe-là, t'es en Division 4
Yeah, this is crazy.
à l'automne passé. Fait que,
J'espère qu'ils ont gagné en Division 4 l'automne passé.
non, ils ont perdu en finale or demi-finale? Finals. They lost.
To Ben.
Yeah, they lost in the finals to win.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, Rossas was missing their quarterback and maybe other players. So, they did win 31-12 against Panache the first week. I don't know who the new guys they got are.
I spoke to Brady. He said like they will now have a more consistent roster than they usually
And that
did.
obviously helps, right?
Of course. Yeah, maybe early contention for QB of the year in Division 3.
Not maybe, I think most definitely.
Yep. Don't tell Jason Armonti that though.
JC, ouais, man.
Yeah.
JC, t'es un receveur.
No, Jason.
Jason Armonti.
Jason. Oh.
Yeah.
I would figure we'd lose some translation words in translation, but that was a name that's here, so like
Oh, non, mais
hard.
I guess I do really speak that fast, eh?
Hein? Oui. Désolé, j'ai compris JC. Mais je pense tout le temps à lui, il faut le dire.
Oui. C'est un très bon homme.
Oui.
On to Division 4. So in Division 4,
Ça, c'est la division que cette année, j'essaye de suivre puis que je connais pratiquement aucune équipe. Je connais Black Diamond parce que Goldrick a joué avec eux en hiver. Puis je sais qu'ils ont une solide défensive.
That's just about as much as I know as well.
comment tu prononces le nom de cette équipe-là?
Canal Club.
Puis en anglais?
Canal Club.
And you?
Canal Club.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw John's comment. He brought up an interesting point because, like, I said that the team is called Canal Club based on the canal,
Ouais.
but I call them Canal Club.
Canal?
Yeah, I think you were saying it too. We were saying Canal.
Yeah, we said the same thing.
Like, until I brought that point up, we were saying Canal. I'm a little lost now, but like, I was saying Canal Club
Yeah.
instead of Canal Club.
Canal.
But John said it should be Canal.
Yes, because the team name is based on the canal.
I disagree.
And I thought of it, and I don't know why, but Camel Club came to mind. It's a book.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
camel.
Camel is the first thing in my mind. It's
No, but like
yeah.
the enunciation of it, like canal, camel, like
Like Jeff's pets.
Sure, like Jazz Pets. Anyway, all this to say, they got another win.
Yep. So they're 2-0.
So they're 2-0 for a new team in the division. Flamingo Super Friends split up. They both get the L.
Maybe they need each other.
Maybe they need each other. And I want to get right in that Super Friends Airborne game because congratulations, Airborne. You got your first win and it came in week 2.
Wow, c'est beaucoup plus rapide que l'an passé.
Look at the shock on your face.
Yeah, I did a triple take today when I checked. Good stuff.
On est content pour eux.
Guillaume,
Very happy for Guillaume.
19 for 32, 202 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Those are great statistics. I think Max Doria helped a lot in this game, leading the way in yards with 58 and 1 touchdown. Great new addition to this team. I don't know if he was just subbing or if he's part of
No, he's on the team.
He's what?
He's on the team.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I asked him.
Good for him.
Yep.
Jacob Morin, 6 for 21. You gotta complete more passes than that if you want to win. And throw more guys than just your brother Alex.
Ouais, mais ça marche avec les Tannantes puis Phil Farran, fait que peut-être qu'il se dit je vais essayer ça aussi.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, Phil's Phil.
Yeah.
Tu sais, quand vous amenez un expert, attendez-vous à des opinions d'experts pour vous aider.
So I didn't see any of those games. Another shout out I want to give is Marvin subbing for the weakest link at quarterback. 1-hour Marvin getting the dub for his team.
Il a un bras.
Oh, t'as besoin d'un bras pour lancer?
Oui, mais quand même.
Does he catch the snap with his teeth? Like,
No, with his body.
Did he rush?
He rushed a lot.
Ah, ok.
Yeah.
Ah, mais il faut quand même t'attrapes le ballon, hein, même à une main. Ok, c'est Marvin, on s'entend, mais c'est un snap. Là.
Yeah.
Je veux dire, le plow, tu sais.
It's very impressive. We spoke to him and he acted like it was nothing. Like it was easy to catch the ball with one hand.
Ah oui, celle-là. Oh.
I think we all unfortunately saw this game. 62-2, Sooners 45 against Sour Peeps. New team. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It was not gonna talk a lot about this game. Besides, they got a nice deep ball in this game, completing only 9 passes, but for 164 yards and 6 touchdowns is pretty impressive. Talk about going deep.
J'ai pas vu les matchs. Ils ont-tu gardé la même formation de tout le temps faire un play action?
Ils font un peu moins, mais ils le font de temps en temps.
Okay.
It's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's like fake here, fake there.
Et ça c'est intéressant parce qu'il y a des règles à partir du moment que tu fais assemblant pour le rusher ou pour quiconque d'autre à la défensive.
Ouais.
Dès qu'il y a un play action ou que je fais assemblant de faire un play action, n'importe qui de l'autre côté peut rusher.
Même pas juste ça. Si un joueur passe assez proche du corps arrière pour qu'un play action puisse se donner, même s'il n'a pas de play action, n'importe qui peut traverser. I'll repeat it for you in English.
Yep.
So like, basically, there doesn't have to be a play action or a fake or anything like that for anyone to cross line of scrimmage without being lined up at 7 yards. As soon as any player lines up or goes near the quarterback to be at arm's reach of him, anyone can cross the line. Even if the quarterback does not even look at him.
I bet you not all referees knew that.
I'm pretty sure they probably all did besides you, so that's why it's accurate that you're saying that comment.
I knew that.
So yeah, a lot of nice
c'est comme ça que dans
plays.
le temps qu'au school, on les avait battus. C'est qu'on avait ajusté que s'ils faisaient un play action,
Yeah.
c'est un des
Des
slots qui rentrait, puis le rusher déplacé.
So great ball distribution here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different players had at least 1 catch. No one had more than 2 catches. Only one player had 2 catches.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So good job, Diego, on making sure everyone on your team caught the ball at least once. Also got a shout out.
That's the force spirit.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce this name, but Kayo, I think.
Yeah.
3 pick sixes. So he had more catches on.
On defense than on
He had
offense.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns. 3 catches on defense, 3 touchdowns. So if the ball touches his hands, it's going for 6.
He gone.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much it. Anyone else got to say anything?
Shout out to Mario for obviously,
Trying.
yeah, for trying. Also being a good sport towards his teammates. Like first time they're playing flag, he was pumping them up.
Keep your heads up.
Yeah, good coach.
Oui, il a ramené plein de nouveaux joueurs dans la ligue pour créer cette équipe-là, c'est ça?
Exact.
Ouais, c'est...
Did you guys see any other game?
I did not.
Alright, Division 5?
Mais... Ouais, Division 5.
Oh, I did see a few highlights of the Syracuse Mustard Tigers because of the Instagram page.
Okay.
And Syracuse lost to Mustard Tigers.
So they still post when they lose?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Good for them.
Yep. Although the music's not the same. They switched the music. I used to like the music before, guys.
It's Titanic.
I don't know. It's so great. I love watching it, but the music was better before. Not to be rude.
Il y a combien d'abonnés à part toi?
Terry, translate.
How many follows do they have besides you?
Oh, a lot. They have like a lot of their buddies.
Oh,
Okay.
like good luck.
How many?
If you want to be heard.
Over 100.
Really?
I could be completely wrong on that one, but yeah.
Go check.
Okay.
We have time.
It's gonna take me a while. Like I don't know how this works. You could talk about something else.
We're moving on to a different division, so
So I just rate serial killers.
yeah. I guess I could say that we all picked serial killers to win, I think, and most targets came up to win. So the young guns still couldn't beat the vets.
25 followers.
Oh yeah, so you said over 100?
Well, they probably have 2 accounts. I think they have 2 accounts.
Ou peut-être que c'est le nombre de vues que tu avais vu.
Yeah, that's true. Could be that too.
I didn't see any of this 5 game, but Phoenix defeating. I didn't see any of this Division 5 game, but Phoenix beat Titans 33-0. You were really wrong in that.
I picked the Titans.
And you picked McMahon to have a big game.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you guys see any of this game?
Qui est devenu le carrière des Titans? C'était
Steven Biddle.
OK.
At least for this game.
Okay. He was a receiver on their team last year.
Yep.
OK.
I believe he was a center.
C'était pas Robert? Mais ça se peut.
No, I think it was Steven Biddle.
OK.
You could be right, you could be wrong.
I'm generally more right than wrong, so.
Debatable.
It's facts. It's not a debate. Los Politos Mimosa Crew. Tight game. 26-25. In this game, we got a shout-out player of the week. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Lakshmi.
Comment?
Lakshmi. She had 4 picks in this game.
Bruh.
And Taylor had another 2. So...
je pense que c'est Lakshmi.
Lakshmi?
Lakshmi. Dis-nous-le si on se trompe.
Yeah. So, like, girl power on this team.
Really?
Leading the way with 6 total interceptions
on
this game. Lakshmi also having the only receiving touchdown of the game because Mimosa Crew put up 26 points and Curran did most of the damage with his legs, going 6 for 77 and 3 rushing touchdowns.
Damn.
Wow.
Putting some Lamar Jackson on that turf. Samuel Germain struggled a little bit at quarterback. 13 for 21, 152 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He only ran twice for 17 yards. I feel this guy, if he could run every second play and it'll be dangerous, but I can understand him maybe wanting to get better at the quarterback position. He's a weapon all around.
Tu sais que c'est justement, il veut distribuer pour que l'équipe augmente parce que tes receveurs apprennent pas si tu cours à chaque 2 jeux. Là. C'est pas mal, la courbe d'apprentissage va être plus longue.
After 2 weeks, if he's staying at quarterback, I think it's a good thing because one of the things that this team was lacking in the past was consistency at that quarterback position. And when you're a new team with new quarterbacks, changing quarterback every week is probably the worst thing to do. Let him learn through his mistakes, and that's how he'll get better. Are you guys going to talk? Or
I think it's a good analysis, honestly. Like,
I would tout à fait d'accord avec ce que tu viens de dire. Alors,
so we could go back to what you said. I'm more often right than wrong. When I
this time you were right. That's why I was so shocked. I was speechless.
Je m'en avais pas mêlé de cette chicane de couple-là.
So Night Triangles, who we thought were going to destroy Heisenberg, because they put up 40 and Heisenberg gave up 40 last week. Very, very close one. Wow. Only winning 13-7. Were we wrong on Night Triangles? Did they toot their own horns too much that interview?
Maybe a tad. I still think they're a great team though. Maybe it's just one of those off games.
Or maybe Heisenberg just took a really bad loss and they're not as bad as we thought they were.
Mais l'équipe contre qui ont perdu Heisenberg n'a pas joué cette semaine. N'a pas joué.
Les remplaçants, yeah.
C'est ça. Et ils vont jouer
Maybe they're just really, really strong.
Peut-être.
A lot of question marks. No answers as today.
Parce
It's exciting.
On va le savoir assez vite. Ils jouent contre les improbables la semaine prochaine.
Ah ouais.
Ouais.
Low scoring game though.
Oui.
Yep.
I see a little bit surprising though.
Okay.
Triangle, je pensais qu'elle en rentrait plus que ça. Oui.
Yeah?
Je pensais. Mais ils se sont peut-être... ils ont peut-être regardé le match Heisenberg puis se sont dit « Ok, là aujourd'hui, on s'applique les amis. » Et on a du plaisir en jouant et on gagne. Puis là, ça a marché. Mais... presque, mais...
A win nonetheless. 2-0 is 2-0.
Yep. Would we do our previews and then talk about Brossard, or talk about Brossard then do our previews?
Let's go to Brossard first.
All right.
Brossard.
Brossard.
Okay, timer starts now. We got 45 seconds.
Okay, so we got 2 divisions in Brossard this upcoming spring season. Division 1 with 5 teams, and Division 2 with 9 teams.
Et moi, je pense qu'il y a une des équipes, ou peut-être 2 des équipes de Division 2 qui vont monter en Division 1.
Je suis d'accord. On va faire un petit trivia. We'll look at these teams and guess which 2 teams Matthieu and I are talking about.
Okay, KOLB,
Yeah.
Good job.
23.
No, it was harder for the second one. You don't
Ouais.
know La Horde? C'est La Horde que tu parles,
Ouais,
right?
ouais, exactement.
So-
C'est qui ça?
It's Dave St. Jean's team. Dave St. Jean distanced himself from
Jack Rabbit.
the Jackrabbits and brought in his own team. And there's a couple of familiar names that we see on this team, like this guy over here, this guy over here, this guy over here, who are fairly good players. But
Ils ont demandé, la Horde ont demandé, de ce que j'ai compris, à John de rester Division 2 parce qu'il y avait des nouveaux joueurs
Yeah.
puis qu'ils voulaient prendre le temps de tester, mais que s'ils gagnaient comme la première semaine, la deuxième,
Yeah.
vraiment facile, que là, il allait monter. Et John is smart, so he put KLB versus la Horde the first week.
Oh,
and
nice.
KLB don't have their quarterback for the majority of the season. They also have a lot of new players, and it's not the same team that won Montreal Division 2 last
Okay.
fall. But yeah, I agree that it was maybe smart in one sense to put Loud against KOLB week 1, but that's not the case anymore on the schedule I'm looking at right now.
Season starts
This
next
Sunday.
Oh, this Sunday. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah,
Ah, ça a
I don't think
changé.
KOLB.
Ah,
Yeah,
ils
the schedule
switch.
changed.
Puis je viens de dire que c'est un move intelligent.
But at the same time, on va parler de ce move-là. C'est-tu intelligent? Parce que mettons que la game est vraiment tight entre les deux. Si les deux équipes sont trop forts pour la division, tu le sais pas, ils ont pas joué contre quelqu'un d'autre de la division.
Ouais, j'avoue.
Fait que peut-être maybe they're just average and they had a tight game.
I understand what you said.
Ouais. So, is it a
For
smart
you.
move to make them play against each other?
Ben, peut-être à la semaine 2. Après, ben, il y a tellement de nouvelles équipes en Division
Yeah,
2.
a lot of returning
que
teams, a lot of
c'est-
new teams.
Tu sais, il y a 28-3 qu'on connaît, Rusty Trombone, Boucanier.
Is John throwing for 28-3?
Yeah.
Ouais.
Nice.
They signed him to a long-term contract. It was a test season.
He
Played
passed.
out, and I think he passed, even though they didn't make the playoffs. So
Yeah. Ooh, some low standards there.
yeah, I mean, they were in playoff contention until the last week of the season for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Ah, mais la dernière semaine de la saison passée, c'était compliqué savoir qui allait les faire.
Oh,
là.
yeah. I remember that. It was like an 8-way tie with
Yeah.
there was
Tout le
only
monde.
4
There weren't
teams.
8 teams in the league.
Yeah, I know, but that's how crazy it was. There was 6 teams in the league, but it was an 8-way tie.
What else do you want to say, Matthieu? Because we weren't going to cover this division.
And we're already like 2 minutes past.
Who's the favorite?
Division 2,
Yeah.
je vais quand même y aller avec KOLB, puis je pense que les Boucaniers vont surprendre parce que la saison passée, c'était leur première saison.
So
Et-
KLB, Loud, and Boucanier, your top 3?
Ouais.
All right. And Brossard Division 1, who are your favorite?
Ok, je vais y aller avec Jack Rabbit, là.
Doesn't have to be the Outlaws?
Non, je vais y aller avec Jack Rabbit.
Okay.
C'est sûr qu'on n'a pas encore Nick jusqu'à ce qu'il revienne de sa blessure.
So the key quarterback?
Dake.
Okay, that's good.
Mais quand Nick va être de retour, ça va... T'sais, on n'aurait pas pu aller en Division 2. C'est pas legit quand t'as comme receveur JC, Dake, puis que t'as Nick comme QB.
All right.
C'est un petit peu trop fort.
So since you was 5 minutes back, we'll go to Division 1 to make our
Yeah,
previews.
it's,
Hey, tout le monde de Brossard, on a réussi.
we got-
Voilà.
We just broke a record.
We got 2 Division 1 games this week.
Yes.
8-team Centurions.
Can't pick it, boys.
We're
but-
not making our picks. We're just previewing the game.
True. I think this is going to be a good game. I say that for most games, but I do believe this one will be tight. I can see this one also being low scoring, similar to Gokuk and Centurions week 1, like a 21-19 type of game.
OK. Écoute, on prend pas encore les pics. Je pense que Centurion a un léger avantage encore parce que vous êtes toujours pas habitués de jouer ensemble.
Over, under 5.5 drives for Will on offense?
Over, ça?
5.5 plays for Will on offense?
Over.
I'll go under.
I go over.
Keep them
Sure
guessing.
they-
Keep Centurions guessing.
Mais jusqu'à date, vous avez perdu quand tu fais pas assez de jeux.
Hey.
Fait que là, maintenant, il faut changer quelque chose. Là.
Les gros cas coming off that heartbreaking loss to Centurions in week 1, playing against Holy Trollers. Max Olafeld coming back from vacation. having bye weeks in his first two, week 1 and 2.
C'est tout le temps des games intenses, surtout en playoff, là, mais tout le temps ces deux équipes-là, ça se traîne jusqu'à la dernière seconde. Je peux rien dire, ça va finir serré.
Said it before, I'll say it again. It's going to depend how Gokok stops the deep ball, if they do.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Division 2. I think we got 2 games there as well. Yes, we do. We'll start with the Marvels, who are known as Max Rosenfeld team, who are known as Joey's haters.
Okay.
So Marvels, Iron Wolves.
Marvels. Ah, c'est vrai, c'est pas les pics. Iron Wolf, je sais pas si c'est John en général, mais il me semble que ces Iron Wolf n'ont pas un bon début de saison pour l'instant. C'est slow.
You guys want to know?
Yep.
Okay. So I got 2 Wills on the show right now.
We had a bye week last week. So we didn't win last week, but it was... Yeah, no, want to know. I see the over-under in this one will be high.
Outlaws des Tannantes. How do you stop Phil Farran?
Put Steve Harper on him. No, you don't do that.
How do you stop Phil Farran?
By scoring more points on the offense.
That's a great answer, and that's something Steve could definitely do.
There you go. Hey, teamwork.
Woo! Team spirit.
Division 3.
That's what I did with Jack Rabbit.
All right. I'm interested to see how Rossos are going to bounce back, but I believe Ludovic's also not going to be there in that game, so
Really?
it might be an easy win for Old School. But the matchup that I'm most excited to see is Average Joe's against Jagerbomb. 2 teams that are 2-0 coming into this one.
Yeah.
Arguably the top 2 teams, or easily top 2 out of the top 3 or 4 teams of division.
Yes. Oui, ça va être un match à voir, ça va être intense. Ça va être très intense. Je pense que ça va jouer sur les stratégies puis sur les ajustements.
Yeah, I want to see how Average Joes are able to contain JF Delos.
Why JF Delos specifically?
I think that he has a really good connection with Simon Deschesney. They kind of like that receiver quarterback duo that just read each other's minds.
Yeah, I see Félix Fontaine-Larouche being their guy on this team with 130 yards and 4 touchdowns after just 2 games, and Loic also having 115 yards on 6 catches only. They're both averaging 18 and 19 yards a catch. They're clearly the deep threats, and then you have Félix, the GF Delos, with 11 catches, 82 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Leading the team in touchdowns. He's probably the red zone guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be the game to watch in Division 3.
Si on était dans la NFL, ce serait le prime time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said.
Safe to say. Given that Thunder Buddies aren't playing, of course, and we have a bye week.
Yeah.
Division 4. Interesting to see how...
A lot of games.
Mais je voudrais voir Sour Peps sont capables de... Peeps?
Peeps, c'est comme people, you know.
Ah, ok, il y a 2 désolé.
C'est pas des Pepsi ou des...
Peeps. Sour
Des-
Peeps. Je t'intéresse.
C'était gros, ça savait pas Bin voulait dire quoi avant, genre la semaine 3. So.
Bin.
Je suis un petit peu... Ben, oui, je sais ce que c'est, mais c'est vrai que comme nom d'équipe...
They have nice jerseys though.
No, it's sick, but like the fact that bean is bin in French is like...
Ah, you're disappointed from
Yeah.
the guy who found it in the dictionary and said, yeah, that's going to be like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Goats have not yet played a game. Coming in, very disturbing picture against the Serial Killers. A lot of teams that are winless in this. Super Friends, Flamingos, Sour Peeps. We didn't mention it, but Les Bouchers got a win last week with their backup quarterback, or at least not their quarterback from the prior season.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them for that.
Ben ouais, bref, Sour Peeps, j'ai hâte de voir comment ils vont jouer leur deuxième
Are they going to make adjustments? I think, I mean, who am I to say this? But I feel that Mario had a lot of plays in mind, and I heard him like making calls at the line and like saying a lot of stuff and different numbers and stuff like this. I think it kind of like overcomplicated things a little bit, maybe.
Keep it simple this time.
Yeah, like just run all hooks.
All hooks,
Yeah.
ouais, c'est exactement
single
ce que
play.
j'avais dans la tête. C'est...
Someone got to be open.
I'm curious to see if Airborne will win back-to-back games.
Oui.
Would it be the first time they would do so in their history?
Have they ever won more than 2 games in the season?
In a row.
Yeah. Let's go to Division 5.
Est-ce que ce serait un bold prediction de dire qu'ils vont gagner 2 games d'affilée?
Yes, that would be bold.
So the newly named Cyclones against Mimosa Crew.
Les Cyclones, c'était pas ceux qui étaient à Brossard?
Yeah, led by Kayla and Barbara.
OK.
They're on this team. And it's also their first game. They had bye weeks in the first 2 weeks.
Do we know who's throwing?
I believe it is... Let me look at the roster. Quick. Yannick Brisebois.
Okay.
Est-ce qu'il est bon? Je le connais pas.
Ouais, il a QB quelques saisons dans différentes équipes dans la ligue.
OK.
Il portait anciennement le chandail Johnny Football. Souvent quand il jouait. C'est ça.
Ça me...
You know,
Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Oh, non, mais I know. Go to bed.
Night Triangles, John McCall's going to be another good game. But let's talk about les remplaçants improbables.
Ouais. Je sais pas si je vais être là à ce match-là encore.
Why, too drunk?
Wow.
Too hungover?
Non, c'est la semaine de vacances, donc on essaye d'aller visiter des gens qu'on voit moins souvent avec le bébé.
Okay, fair enough. You're going to take Will, the baby?
Non, mine.
Oh, okay.
Mine. Even if... no, I will not say that. Mais je pense que ça... Improbable devrait être capable de s'ajuster. Il devrait avoir plus de monde. Parce que l'autre équipe, les remplaçants sont forts, mais c'est surtout un joueur qui est le QB qui court beaucoup et qui est excellent en défensive. Donc je suppose qu'il est safety aussi.
That happens often in lower divisions. When a quarterback is a good runner, he wins a lot of games and scores a lot of points, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for teams to adjust those lower divisions, mainly maybe because they play a lot of man. Yeah.
I think come down to big games like semifinals, finals, that doesn't work as much.
Yeah. Because that point, you're also facing a very good team, so they probably adjust better.
Right.
All right.
Mais je vais te tenir au courant si je suis là samedi.
Parfait.
Nice.
Let's make our picks.
All right.
A-team, les Centurions. You cannot make that pick. I'm going to go with les Centurions.
I'm gonna go with Centurion.
Gros coq, Holy Trollers.
Trollers 37-32.
Gros coq are starting 0-2.
Yeah.
You don't have to give a score every time. You shouldn't have been wrong and wrong. So, like...
Trollers 37-32.
All right, I'm going with Trollers as well.
On va aller avec les gros coqs.
Just to make it different a little bit.
Mais aussi parce que les Trollers, ils ont pas joué la semaine passée. Puis
But Phil Farron did.
OK. Mais...
So did JC. So did Josh.
OK.
I think Max's arm is going to be rested to throw those deep balls, and he's going to be launching it.
Mais encore là, ce sera pas un blowout là, par aucun des deux équipes.
No, not at all. I think it's going to be a very, very close game. I think both these games are going to be very close. I just think A-team is not going to win, and Gold Cook are still... I don't think they have the weapons to stop Farron and JC in that game.
Do we know when Brest is making his return?
I have no clue. Div 2, Outlaws, les Nantes.
Outlaws.
Outlaws as well. Les Nantes generally have one very good game, one mediocre game, so
Yeah.
it's going to be their mediocre one. The Marvels, Iron Wolves. You cannot pick that game.
The Marvel.
I'm also going with the Marvel because, like I said, Max is going to have that arm very fresh and be launching it. But it's also going to be very close, and I wouldn't be surprised if Iron Wolves win, especially since I didn't pick them.
But you pick Marvels.
Okay, me too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I won't be surprised if
Yeah.
they win, especially since I did not pick them. Usually they win when I don't pick them.
Yeah.
Techniquement, ils vous aident. Là.
Yeah, that's true.
You need me to translate it for you in another
No,
language?
I got it.
Technically, it'll help you.
Average Joe's Jagerbomb. I'm going with Jagerbomb in this one.
Yeah, so am I.
Moi aussi.
It's going to be close, though.
What's the over-under?
In points? I don't think
No,
it's gonna,
in years.
I don't think it's going to be that score. I don't know. It could be in like Willie's drives or Will's possessions, or it could have been GF's touchdowns since he didn't have so many. But I don't think it's going to be as high scoring as we think.
Ah ouais?
So you didn't answer the question, so I'll answer it. I'll say 76.5.
It's definitely under 76.5 points that are going to be scored.
But that's the over-under, 76.5.
So I'm going under 1,000%. Would you go over on that?
No.
So pick a number that you would go over.
1.
No, I'm saying like 2. No, but like saying pick an over and under that you go over.
Okay, I think the final score will be 38-35.
38, 35.
Yeah.
So what's that?
So it's total of 73.
Okay.
So 72 and a half.
72 and a half?
Yeah.
Like, I'm still going under. I'm going under by at least like 15 points.
Ah, ouais.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't like either quarterback?
No, I do. I just think like both defenses. I really think it's going to be a very tight game, kind of playoff atmosphere, and then like it won't be a shootout. I just think that like I could see like a 30-24 final score, which is still a lot of points. You got 4 and 5 touchdowns, and that's only 54 total points, which is like 20 under your over-under.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it would definitely be more than 54. At least 60, at least.
Non, mais j'irai avec 60.
Yeah.
Ouais.
Bin Panache. So we all pick Jagerbomb, right?
Yeah.
What?
Bin Panache.
Panache. They get bounce back win.
Panache 0-2 to start the season, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Je vais aller avec Bin. Let's go les panaches. Soyez fâchés de ça.
I'm also going with the Bin for this one. Just a good feeling. I really thought Panache would come stronger out of the gate after their week 1. Then they played a very tough week 2 game, but maybe something's not the same. Maybe they don't got that winter magic. They
Better late than never, that's what they say.
Oui. Mais d'habitude, c'est the Summer is Magic.
Yeah.
Là, c'est sur la chanson.
You wanna-
Summer is Magic.
The magic in me. That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good one. Hey, that was in my high school days.
Wait, I didn't have a threesome while you were listening to that in high school. Never happened.
Manitoba Boys, Idaho Ute Pimps.
Idaho Pimps.
I think Idaho Ute Pimps are going to win
I
this
was going
one.
to say it again. Sorry, I was laughing.
Manitoba Boys, Idaho Ute Pimps. So your ears block when you laugh?
Yeah, I know the multitasker. IU.
And did we do Rossas Old School? Or I skipped that one. I think I skipped it, eh?
Yeah, you skip
I'm
it.
going to go Old School by 30.
Ludwig won't be there.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so it doesn't answer the question. I'm going to go old school.
Old school.
Division 4.
J'ai hâte de voir combien je vais avoir.
Phoenix, Les Bouchers. It's not really hard to beat Will. I think he has like 39%
This
over
is
here.
like-
Like you could literally flip a coin right now
Yeah,
and
you
it's better
say
than
ça,
Will.
je pensais comme... ah.
Folks, I'm not doing well, but like I said, I'm a second half guy.
Phoenix,
Okay.
Les Bouchers, D4.
Phoenix.
Same. Sour Peeps, Black Diamonds.
Black Diamonds.
BDs.
Black Diamonds. The Goats, Serial Killers.
I never see the goats play.
Me neither.
So I'm gonna go with the goats.
Is that a reason to not go with them?
No, I think it's gonna be okay. It's a feeling. I never saw them play, so...
I might change my pick. I gotta look at the Goats players, see if anyone I find familiar, but I think for now I'm gonna go with Serial Killers. Super Friends, Mustard Tigers.
Give me some of that mustard.
Go Tigers.
Ouais, je vais y aller avec vous autres.
Airborne, CC.
Canal Club.
I want to go airborne, but I'm not going to.
I
Big
can't
fan
go
of club.
Airborne either. But prove me wrong.
Yeah, prove us wrong.
Did you make your pick?
Je vais y aller avec Airborne. Je vous trust. Vous êtes capable. Let's go. Vous êtes sur une lancée.
Flamboyant Flamingos, Wizards du groupe SG.
Ok, tout. Hein? Wizard de Fligadabra.
I'm gonna go with double F. The White Flamingos.
Ouais, Flamingo.
Yeah,
C'est bon.
they get their first win.
Merci.
I also believe the Flamingos will get their first win. And last but not least, yours truly, Division 5.
Give 5. Yours truly.
Do you always say things that make sense?
Good point.
I've been talking a lot on this show, like, gotta mumble some words here and there because you guys are so silent. I don't know, like, is Matthieu making you shy or?
No, never shy. Just respectful of my guest. And I know not to talk over people. As some people don't know.
Yeah, but like, it's silent moments where you could
Ah
talk.
non, mais je suis désolé. On peut le recommencer.
Silent
On peut recommencer du début. Je vais parler plus.
Silent, sorry.
Silent versus speak.
You're gonna say something
It's time to,
Yeah, it's past our bedtimes.
Cyclones, Mimosa Crew.
Cyclone. Cyclone.
Cyclones.
Cyclones. Night Triangles, Drama Club. Drama Club.
Night Triangles.
Drama Club.
Les remplaçants, les improbables.
Ah,
You can't bank the pick because you're playing.
non.
I know remplaçant.
Sorry?
Remplaçant.
I'm also going with les remplaçants. Heisenberg, Titans.
Heisenberg.
I'm also going with Heisenberg.
Yeah.
So that's it for our picks.
What? Already?
Already.
I can't believe I'm doing this just because you're here. Are we doing our picks in Brossard?
We never did that.
No?
No.
Do we do like a special thing because Matt's here or no?
Yes.
Well, like John changed the schedule 5 times today.
That's true.
So like,
You probably
there's
changed
no
it
point
tomorrow
in doing it again. So
Fair,
just
fair.
to save.
Way to get out of that one. Good stuff.
I just want to make something that's clear. When we did bold predictions last week, you said 10 down to red zone would be over 100.
Yeah.
And show how you like, I think, overestimate points like you did now for the average Joes and the Jagerbomb game.
Yeah.
I said less than 50, you said over 100. There was 64 total points scored, so I was much closer than you were.
But you were not correct.
You were more wrong than I was.
0 is 0.
I mean, in terms of percentage of how many points off you were from your prediction,
Was I right or wrong?
you were wrong.
Were you right or wrong?
I was wrong. Okay.
Point final.
So go ahead and give me some bold prediction for this week.
Bold predictions. You want to go first or wants to buy you time?
No, buy me time.
Yeah,
please.
Terry, buy me time too, actually.
You go first. It's your segment.
Okay, fair. I'm gonna go with. Oh, I also had another bold prediction last week. That one game would finish 2-0 in Division 5.
I think that was far from happening.
Il y a une équipe qui a fait juste 2 points la semaine passée.
Good call. The other team
2004.
scored 62 and not 0.
Well, you have 1
Hey,
point
I like
of
it.
it.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Thanks.
Okay, you're teasing me about the average Joe's Jagerbomb. I'm gonna go even more bold. God, no, that's too bold.
I'll match your boldness the other way.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll give another bold prediction as well. I got one.
Each team will score 45 plus in that game.
Each team will score 45 plus?
Yes.
Okay, neither team will score over 25.
And I'm in between. So, if they go...
Okay,
So you're not bold.
That's
So
good.
you're not, so he's not bold?
No.
You're saying neither will score 25.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's bold.
Okay, I also go with another one.
But that doesn't make sense because I said the score before and that wasn't what I said. So I'm changing my score pick to 48-45.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also going to say Max Rosenfeld
Yep.
is going to throw at least 12 total touchdowns. At most, 1 interception. And it won't be his fault. It'll be off one of the receivers. And over 400 yards.
In his 2 games combined.
Yeah, it's 2 games combined.
Yeah.
Is that bold enough?
That's bold.
He didn't play in a very long time.
Yeah. He's a good quarterback, but that's bold.
Okay. What else you got?
Especially because he's playing our defense.
I think I guess I'm bold enough, eh?
Matt, you're up, buddy.
Je vais y aller avec Airborne va gagner leur 2e game d'affilée et par plus que 14 points.
Oh,
That's good.
just the win in itself is
For real.
bold AF.
You're already more bold than Terry ever was by just that one pick. Good for you.
I
Proud of you.
got some bold ones in my history of bold predictions.
Ouais, pour vrai, que ça finisse avec l'âge de ma fête la semaine passée.
That was- I think that was bold.
Là.
That was pretty
How
bold.
far off was I? How old did you turn, Matt?
37.
Jagerbomb scored 37 points, but there was 33 and 31 points scored, so I was in the 30s.
Yeah.
So he was way out, basically.
C'était vraiment proche. Il manquait... on faisait un autre touché, c'était 37.
C'est vrai, c'est vrai. I'm going to go. My second bold prediction, both Division 1 games. Holy Trollers go Cuck. A-Team Centurions, both go to overtime.
Okay, that's very bold.
Yep.
Ça pourrait arriver.
Yep.
Ben, surtout dans les gros cas Holy Troller. L'autre, je pense pas.
I mean, Centurions will be, it's a 9:30 game, they will be hungover from the night before, who knows?
Bro, if anyone's going to be hungover, it's going to be Dave and... so, love you, Dave.
He plays better that way, no?
It's true. I think he does with a cigarette and like one... like.
The good old days.
Well, you got another bold prediction?
Non.
Alright.
I'm not... je pourrais dire Division 5. Moi, je suis plus dans les low division.
Yeah, that's good.
Improbable... Charles Coulombe va finir avec 5 passes de toucher.
C'est pas tant bold.
Non? Mon Dieu, mais que c'est contre les remplaçants.
C'est bold.
OK.
Nice.
No pressure, bro. It's all on your shoulder.
How many touchdown passes did he have in his first game? I think he had 3? 4?
3 or 4?
4.
Yeah, because one was a mistake you told me during the game. It was Simon Paquette to Simon Paquette, and the guy wasn't there. So we switched it.
Yeah.
Oh, like someone made a mistake in the scorekeeping.
Yeah. But you guys switched it, right? Yeah, Jonas. Yeah.
But it's hard not to make mistakes in the scorekeeping app.
When your name's William Power.
No, but like...
we
the
train...
guy wasn't there.
We train our...
Oh, okay, no, I wouldn't go that far.
But in that case, to defend the scorekeeper, there was a number issue. So he gave it to the guy who had the number, and the guy... there was a guy playing that was wearing the number of the guy who was not there.
Okay.
As if scorekeeping isn't hard already.
Yeah, I mean...
Quand il pleut, tu sais, des fois ça glisse.
Usually the over-under for games needed to be trained to be a good scorekeeper is half a game.
Mm-hmm.
Will's been trained 4 full games, and I'm still not confident enough to schedule him alone without an experienced ref who knows who could help him.
But you know what the good thing about that is? The over-under for good games to be a referee is usually about 3.5. For me, it took me half a quarter. Half a half.
No.
After the second drive, it was... throwing that flag left and right.
I don't think through your first
I don't know if I've
flag,
ever thrown a flag, actually.
You never throw a flag?
Maybe once. It probably because Terry did something. It
like
fell by accident.
Okay, c'est ça.
It was the first time we ever had 3 people on the show.
Seriously,
Crazy
it went well.
Crazy as it is, it's probably like episode, in our 30s?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Like 30th something episode, and it's the first time we had 3 people on the show, and I'm surprised how well it went.
Tu voulais que ça aille mieux?
No, I'm surprised how well it went.
Ah, ok, j'ai compris. J'ai juste compris, je suis surpris comment c'était.
No.
Je savais pas si c'était mieux. Pas...
Yeah, unfortunately, it made Will look even dumber because his takes, he had 2 people smarter than him.
The good thing is Terry didn't cut me off this time because you were there to kind of back me up.
Hey,
I think we spoke slower as well.
Sometimes.
Possibly.
Mags, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Des fois, oui. Des fois, moins.
We also reached maybe a broader audience with more French-speaking people.
Ah ouais.
Mais je pense que j'ai parlé quand même une couple de fois en anglais.
Yeah, and I didn't speak French as much as I thought.
I spoke a little French too.
Oui, mais ça, on l'a remarqué.
Yeah. C'était très bien mon français.
Ben, à chaque fois que l'oreille me saignait, je savais que tu parlais en français. Là.
I feel we're missing something.
Non, mais c'était pas si pire.
Thanks. You've talked way too much, so...
Do you guys have anything else to say?
Continue.
I want to thank you for being on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
For real.
Apologize for just cutting you off and say what you were going to say.
Merci. Non, mais continuez juste à avoir du plaisir. Surtout, à la base, on est là pour ça. Mais oui, vous avez le droit de compétitionner comme si votre vie est en jeu. Il n'y a pas de problème aussi.
I also read in Kevin's article that some teams went up to him to ask him for some tips.
Tips?
And no one asked me, but you guys decided to ask the shirtless, beardist guy. So I'm assuming it's not going well for your team. So come see me and ask me for some simple things. I'll help you out as much as I can.
Et il peut vous répondre en français.
Oui, je peux répondre en français.
Can Kevin speak French?
Like you.
Who are we kidding? You can barely speak English.
He can barely write in English.
Poor bugger. That's mean.
Ben non, mais c'est...
It's true.
Il m'a souhaité bonne fête.
En français?
En français.
Puis le bec, c'était-tu en French aussi?
Non, c'était en anglais.
quoi?
C'était en anglais, le bec. French, it's...
In case you don't go to French, you're not there yet in life. It's okay. I'll tell you after the show.
Yeah, I'm lost.
J'ai amené les mariés.
Oh, le bec. got it. The bisou.
Yeah, that was a French one.
Oh, okay.
You spoke to me French.
Okay, got you. Yeah, no, let's hope that didn't happen.
No, it's an English one, really cold.
Okay.
You know Kevin's almost your age?
Yeah.
I think he's 40 or 39 still, or 41.
Ah ouais? Non,
Yeah.
je savais pas.
He's not more than 4 years older than you.
Wow.
How does that make you feel?
Great.
Really?
I feel good in myself now. Mais je sais que parmi les joueurs les plus vieux, il y a Stu, puis après ça, je pense que c'est Raph Lévy.
Is Steve up there?
Dad. How old is he?
You should know this.
I'm gonna guess 42.
Ah, il est beaucoup plus jeune que Raph, puis
Yeah.
Stu.
How old are...
S'il est à 42, il est beaucoup plus
Raph doesn't look a day over 30 to me. Especially Stu, with his clean shave this past weekend. I thought he was 24.
Yeah, my boy Stu.
Ouais, ben à chaque fois qu'on se rase, on a l'air plus jeune. Là. Tu vas comprendre dès que tu te rases. Tu vas comprendre.
Anything else you wanted to add?
Non, merci beaucoup. J'espère que le monde va aimer le show.
Yeah, I hope so too. Let us know how good or awful Matthieu was, if you'd like to see him back on the show. And yeah, don't forget to comment if you want to be part of the contest. Ask your referee questions.
D'un autre côté, inquiétez-vous pas, je peux pas revenir avant septembre.
And we didn't even say we're going to bring you back at that point, but...
If ever you want to take over Terry's spot, you're you're more than welcome.
It also comes with the fact that you have to do all the editing
Yeah.
and uploading.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Just upgrade.
there you go. I'm too busy to deal with all that nonsense. Is that a wrap?
It's a wrap.
Like Eminem.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for being on the show.
Once again,
It was a
Thanks
blast.
to you guys.
MFL Total Access coming right at you.